Today on Divas Can Cook, we are taking chicken, broccoli, and rice, and we're going to smother it in this cheesy, creamy homemade sauce. Then we're going to bake it until it's looking all golden and bubbly like this right here, because we are making chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. I'm talking pure comfort food. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start by doing a little bit of prep work. I'm going to start by steaming my broccoli here. Don't take long at all when it's nice and bright and pretty. That's so pretty. I love steamed broccoli. I'm going to go ahead and dice this up until it's super duper tiny. I like little tiny pieces of broccoli in my casserole. So yeah, dump it into a bowl. We're going to move along to our next prep step, which is our chicken. You can use chicken breast, chicken thighs, whatevs, you know. Go ahead and sprinkle it generously with this seasoning mixture here. Toss it around, make sure that everything is perfectly seasoned. I'm going to add a little bit of oil into my skillet, and when that oil is nice and hot, go ahead and dump that chicken right on in. And because this chicken is cut up into little tiny pieces, it will not take long at all to cook. All right, so keep an eye on it. Don't let it burn, because we don't want it to be like, we want it nice and juicy like that. Yes, we don't want to overcook it. Okay, so now go ahead and add your chicken into that big old bowl with your broccoli, and then we're gonna move on to our final prep step, which is making the rice. I'm using basmati. Am I saying that right? Basmati? I don't know, but this is my favorite rice in the entire world because it always cooks up so perfect for me. It's always fluffy. So yeah, I'm gonna add some water into a pot with some spices, you know, and then I'm gonna throw in my rice when that water starts to boil. Give it a little stir. You can add some butter if you want to, but I don't. All right, go ahead and cover it up. We're going to let this simmer away. Reduce the heat, cover it up, let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And when that is done, when most of the water has been absorbed, let it sit covered off the heat for another 10 minutes. And it's gonna be so perfect like this right here. Go ahead and dump that into your bowl with your broccoli and your chicken. Stir it up to get everything, you know, mixed up perfectly. And this is a perfect ratio of chicken, rice, and broccoli. It really is. I like this ratio right here. Okay, not too much chicken, not too much broccoli. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna work on my favorite part, making that homemade cream sauce, that cheesy cream sauce. So I added some butter into my skillet. Then I'm gonna add in some celery and onion. We're gonna let this cook just until it's nice and tender, and then we're gonna throw in some garlic. I like a lot of garlic in mine. We're gonna cook this garlic just until it's fragrant and golden and stuff, and then we're gonna add in some more butter. We ain't using no cream of chicken soup, cream of celery soup, none of that. We're gonna make our own homemade version. It's gonna taste so much better than that can, honey. It will. Throw in some flour, okay? And we're gonna cook this flour until it's golden and all bubbly. We just want to make sure that we cook it long enough so that it cooks out that raw flour taste. We don't want that. Okay, so it's looking good. So now we can go ahead and add in our chicken broth. This is gonna add so much flavor to this sauce, make it all rich and just, you know, savory. So good. So add that chicken broth in very, very slowly, and keep that whisk, keep your spoon going constantly to kind of break up any little lumps or whatever, you know. Okay, so that looks great. And I'm gonna add in some more seasonings. Okay, my chicken broth was really seasoned up, but I still added in a little bit more seasonings in there. Next, I'm gonna add in some whole milk. I prefer whole milk over half and half or heavy cream with this recipe. It's just, to me, I think whole milk just makes a better cream sauce. It's not too thick. When it cools off, it's like the perfect sauce. Okay, so let it simmer until it begins to thicken up like this, and then you can throw in some cheese, some cheddar cheese. I'm using sharp because I love sharp in this, but if you have kids, you might want to do like medium or mild, and that looks perfect. It's nice and thick. This is how it should look. Give it a taste. You gotta taste it. You have to, because you have to adjust the seasonings. Add more salt, add more garlic powder, make it taste like a savory soup, okay? Once you have it perfect, taste it perfect, go ahead and dump it into your bowl with all your broccoli and stuff and stir it on up. It's gonna look like it's way too much cream sauce, but trust me, the rice is gonna soak up that cream sauce. It's gonna be the perfect texture. It is. Okay, so now I have two cheeses here, mozzarella and sharp. Like I said, you can use your favorite kind. I'm using these two. We're gonna dump half of the casserole into your baking dish, spread it on out, and then we're gonna add a layer of that cheese. Okay, I like a lot of cheese. You ain't gotta use as much if you don't want to, but I like it super, super cheesy. Okay, then go ahead and add on that last layer. It's gonna be nice and tall, okay? So then finish it off with some cheese. You can kind of press it down a little bit. All right, and now because I don't want this to bubble over in the oven, it never has, but just to be on the safe side, I put it on a little baking pan here. Next, we're gonna bake this at 350 for about 20 minutes. I like to put it on broil for the last 2 minutes or so because it makes it so beautiful like this right here. That cheese get all golden and stuff. I like that look. Now you want to let it cool off for about 10 minutes because it will be so hot, and then just go ahead and dig in. You guys, look how creamy it is. Like, yes, it is so creamy and comforting. Make this on like a rainy day or a snowy day. It's like the perfect snowy day meal. And you can serve this with a salad and a little bread on the side, but it really is a complete meal, you know? And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and check out my other videos. Later.